come out of his shell, but he just royally ignored me.
That's how he looked.
Hitting your bitch, make her come right. He talking shit, see the sunlight. He try to run up, he see this.
Snay in the cut. Don't gotta say too much. Now I'm back with another. Hey, you feel me? And today we finna switch up the flow a little bit because I like watching scary animated stories on YouTube. And I just thought like, shit, maybe I should just react to one. So that's what we finna do today. Before we even get into that, get into the merch, revolutionary, you feel me? Gotta support my homie, you feel me? Go copy merch. Hopefully y'all see it, but this jacket's fire. It's hella comfortable. And it's fire, fits perfectly. I love it. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we really just gonna get right into it. There's not too much to say about this. It's called True Creepy Classmate Horror Story Animated. Started, you feel me? You already know. Full screen. We gotta get all of it. We gotta get into it. Gotta get all of it. And let's get right into the motherfucking video. Alright. I met a classmate. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure it's okay. I met a classmate in the metro and found something terrible in his bag. Let's get into it.
My name is Flora, and I'm going to tell you a story about what happened to me 2 years ago.
Alright, let's hear it, Flora.
It was my senior year of high school. Everything was going well, and my school results were decent.
Okay.
I got along with my classmates and often talked to everyone. Well, everyone except this one boy who always kept to himself. He was just always drawing quietly in his seat at the back of the class. Everyone took his behavior for shyness, and no one usually talked to him.
I thought they were crying.
In fact, I was one of the few who had tried to make him come out of his shell, but he just royally ignored me.
That's how he looked. And presenting the motherfucker with snacks. Turn my ass around.
For a while,
Sorry.
I gave up on the idea of dragging him out of his fortress of loneliness.
Sorry.
Figuring that he must just have preferred his own company.
Most likely.
Then one time,
Some people just like to be left alone, y'all. It's okay. It's okay if you see someone sitting by themselves and they just don't want to be fucked with. It's okay.
I ran into him in the hall where he was sitting and, of course, drawing into his sketchbook. I decided to give it one more try. Hi, what are you drawing? I asked him. As usual, he didn't answer to me or even acknowledge my presence. He just kept drawing with a blank expression on his...
That face. It's gonna be my nightmares. That shit's scary as hell.
Calm and emotionless. After waiting a while, I ended up leaving him alone.
As you
A few days
should.
later, I spotted him at the metro station on my way home. The station was pretty
Just keep
empty.
following the man.
There were 3 people there. Me, a man probably in his 40s sitting cross-legged on a bench with his little briefcase, and my mysterious classmate carrying a big sports bag. This time
What does he draw? What's in the bag? Why is he so lonely? All these questions, no answers.
to not try and talk to him. I didn't feel like getting ignored once again. When the metro arrived, we all got on the same car.
She didn't want to get rejected. That's what it
What
was.
struck me immediately was the stench.
The fuck just happened?
The same car. What struck me immediately was the stench.
Shit, that shit
Not
comes
the smell of sweat or anything. It was more like rotten meat. It's a smell I will never forget.
Well, you was on the station, the train station, you know. Them folks be grimy on the train station. You ever be on the BART? People be taking, you know, I ain't even gonna get into it. But they be dirty in the stations. Like, okay, my boy.
The expression on the 40-year-old man's face clearly indicated surprise and disgust. So I concluded the source of the smell had...
That face you make when the song's just too good. Stinking.
...be my classmate. Or rather his gym bag. I wanted to get a little bit further, to put some distance between myself and his smelly bag as quickly as possible. Suddenly, the man in the suit said something that stopped me in my tracks, though. "Young man, what is that dripping from your bag?" Small red drops were beating on the base of the bag before falling to the ground, gradually creating a puddle. I started to break out in cold sweat.
Now see here, this is the difference. This is the difference between people that look like me and people that look like her. You gonna stand there and just watch that shit drip, man? I'll be out of that motherfucker so damn quick. Not even looking back. I might not even return back to that school. You tripping.
But had no idea how to react.
You see blood dripping out of the bag, the first reaction is to...
You know, black folks don't never be no part of a mass murder. You know, that ain't our thing, to get killed with a lot of other people, you know. And reason is because we learn how to run. We run.
Call the cops. Don't just stand there looking at the shit.
Classmate remained silent, ignoring us both, just as he always ignored me. No one spoke again until the ticket inspector stepped into our car to check our tickets. He also noticed the bottle of red under the bag and hurried to remind my classmate that food was prohibited on the metro. "You're going to have to open your bag," he said. My classmate hesitated, but then slowly began to open the front pocket of the bag.
Not the upside down Nike sign.
And before any one of us could react to it, he started brandishing a big kitchen knife in our direction.
See? See what happens when you don't run, motherfucker? You see what happens when you don't run? You see what happens when you just stand there? Now you got this creepy dude from the school pulling out knives, trying to shank y'all motherfuckers like he's in jail. Stupid, just stupid.
In complete silence, the inspector and the middle-aged man managed to disarm and subdue him quickly. They then asked me to call the police and tell the driver.
So out of this whole time, y'all been on this damn bus, this station, this train, you see blood dripping out of a bag. A motherfucker's acting weird.
I did not see her on the sheet. If 2 + 2 is 4, right? And 5 + 5 is 10. Okay. What the fuck is this? I didn't see.
The first thing y'all should have done was call the damn cops. That's the first thing y'all should have done. Even if it was food, it would be like, oh, I thought I was in danger. Da 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 da. You feel me? I'm not one to call the cops first. Okay, I'm not one to call the cops first. But in this instant, being trapped in a confined area with a motherfucker who has a bag dripping with blood, I'm gonna need some extra help because I'm tiny. I ain't got a gun on me. I ain't got no weapons on me. I ain't been a fighter grown ass man. I'm gonna call the cops. And then get my ass out of there as fast as the fuck I can and say I ain't got shit to do with it. I don't gotta interact with the cops. I just gotta tell them, hey, motherfucker on the train, blood in the bag, he acting weird, I'm leaving. I'm just wanna let y'all know just in case anybody else is in danger. End it, cut, that's all you gotta do.
Which, of course, I quickly did.
You should have been done it, motherfucker.
About 10 or 15 minutes later, the police arrived at the next station where we were waiting. They took my statement and opened his bag. Inside, there were 2 human hands.
Why the fingers all crumpled up like that? Like you know, like what the fuck? That's a little weird.
In blood.
Cause normally, like once a hand gets detached, doesn't it like just like dies or like falls out flat? Why?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, anyways, I'm not scientist.
It was horrible. The image is still imprinted in my memory to this day.
That's nasty.
Later, I learned that my classmate had severe psychological problems.
I bet he did. I bet he had psychological problems. He gave you a couple of hints on the way until he got to jail. He gave you a couple of hints that motherfucker was crazy.
And he continuously drew hands in his sketchbook. I still visit a psychologist, trying to forget about this incident. To not think that I could have lost my hands, or worse. And above all, to forget that this...
No, and above all, this motherfucker was following him. Above all, this motherfucker was following the hand slaughterer.
boy was my classmate.
See, look. No. See, look. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. I don't need that image. Throw away the key. I do not need that image in my damn head all night, okay? But if watching that, hopefully that taught you a valuable lesson. Not to follow crazy people. Because they could be cutting motherfuckers' hands off. But nah, that shit was crazy. Like, what would you do? Honestly, in the comments, let me know. What would you do in that situation that she was in? Would you have done what she did? Or would you have gotten the fuck out of there? Before even knowing about the hand shit, I would have already been out that I would have never even gotten on the bus with that creepy motherfucker if I'm keeping it a buck. Because the way she was describing it, she peeped game, and she still got on the bus. So that's on her. If I peep game, you know, I'm very observant. So if I peep game, I ain't gonna get on the fuck. Just stupid. Just people are stupid. But let me know how y'all felt about that story. That shit was okay. They have some really good stories. So let me know if y'all want me to react to some other ones. They have some really good like titles and crazy shit. But that fucking face gonna hunt me at night. I'm not gonna cap. Cause that shit was a little scary. And I get scared kind of easy. I'm not even going. You see how I did 2 jump scares in the shit that I already seen. I seen it and I jumped. And I seen it again and I jumped again. So for me, I'm a baby. I'm a wimp. Okay. But thank y'all for tuning in. That's all I got for y'all today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Run it up. I'm new to this, not true to this. I'm just motherfucking doing it. You feel me? And we're gonna go from here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe like I said. And peace.